I go, Daddy forgot something. Daddy's got to make an addendum to his video. That dog there, man, he's crazy. He can run faster than the wind and jump. Oh, dear God. When he wants to come into my radio room here, my shop, my shack, he jumps from the kitchen to there. He skips the breezeway. But I digress. Now, something was seriously lacking in my other video, which you'll see next. I felt that if I'm going to blame you guys for not being able to enjoy my ham radio hobby quite yet, I felt an explanation was in order. Because I didn't even show you the most important thing. Hang on. I wanted to show you guys my pick-based memory keyer. I cannot tell you how much I love this keyer. I've been wanting to make this encouragement video for a long time now. That keyer has been taken apart for 6 months. You know, I crashed hard. First, because of my big sister Carol, then Blitzen dying. You know, but I wanted to get this back together so that I can use it. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Let me grab a pointer. The screwdriver will work. Look at this. This is the pick chip. It's an 8-pin IC. Sorry about the lighting. It's the best I can do. But the thing's a rat's nest of wires because I've modified it again and again. You know? This is a little sound alert unit. For the internal audio. I just cannot tell you how much I love this. This switch, if I flip it, it takes the keyer offline so I can screw with it without fear of transmitting. This switch is a manual key tune. It's a tune switch. It locks your transmitter on, which sadly you cannot do with the Yaesu. You can't conveniently put it in tune mode when you're operating CW. It's nuts. But yeah. On the back panel, I have I connected it so I could plug my J38 key in for an external memory 2 switch. Hit my J38 key and it sends the contents of memory 2. This is for the paddles, this jack. This jack is for the paddles, depending on whichever style connector. This key's the transmitter. This jack is for grid block keying for vacuum tube rigs. And this is 12 volts in. It has an internal 9-volt battery, which lasts for years. The reason I've been wanting to show this to you guys is to encourage you to build something. It's an 8-pin chip. Look how small that board is. I hope you can see it. I'm sorry about the light level, but it's about the size of my thumb. That's how wide that board is, the width of my thumb. And it's wonderful to build into other rigs if you're into home brewing rigs. Or even if you had a commercial rig like the MFJ 9020 series, for example, you know. Yeah, it can be completely menu driven. You don't need any switches. But I don't like menu driven. I wanted a standalone, convenient to use memory keyer. And here's why I'm now desperate to get that back together and use it. Because of my 100 milliwatt output RF power up attenuator. Believe me, guys, when you're on any band, calling CQ / call sign / QRPp / 1 blank blank 1 TTMW, or in other words, 100 milliwatts, it's a lonely existence. You know, you will not be making many contacts. You'll call for hours, and I'll only do so when the conditions are excellent. And when you do something like that, man, real close to the QRP watering hole, you better be ready. You better be ready. I can put it in beacon mode and let it CQ its little heart out. And when someone answers, tap on my paddle, it stops sending, and I work the guy. Right? You might call CQ for 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, somebody on the African continent comes back to you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's the magic. That's why. It's pretty much, if you think about it, all your fault that I haven't been able to use my memory keyer in the last couple days. Up until then, it didn't matter. I didn't want it. But the ham hobby bit. And that's the beauty of it. It's been waiting for me while I went through trial and tribulation. God, I'm an idiot. But what's the relay for, Blozo? Yeah, you'll have to wait. We'll talk about that in a future video. We'll talk to you later, guys. Please watch the next video for a little bit more blame game. Love you. Bye now. 73. Yeah, I'm back. I keep blowing it. I'm not ready for prime time. I'm rusty. Why build an external memory keyer when the Yaesu's got one in it? Yeah. Does this rig have one in it? Well, it could, but it doesn't. Does the DX60 or the HW16 have a memory keyer built in? Yeah, no. That's laughable. And so, guys, when you think about it, what we have here is portability. Right? Not only portable from rig to rig to rig, some of which might be vintage and use grid block keying, but it's portable when you go out to do your POTA and your SOTA and your IOTA and, one of the OTAs. It's great for the OTAs, right? It is. Or whether you just want to go camping with a rig or operate field day, right? You take a little piece of home with you for all your memory keying needs. There, I think I'm an idiot. I think I've hit all the high points now. I'll be normal for a minute. I really want to put that back together and my power meter. Because, I want to have a lot of fun with ultra low power CW on 10 meters only. Well, 15, 10 and 15. I'll talk to you later, guys. I hope you're well. Take it easy now. Bye-bye.